information, the United States just secured funding to give taxpayer money to Northrop Grumman to put a fucking train on the fucking moon! You don't have health care because we need fucking moon trains! This country is a fucking joke! Remember that when you fucking vote that you don't have health care because the goddamn moon needs a fucking train from a goddamn weapons contractor! Fuck America! This is the most fucked country on earth! And fuck you, Joe Biden, and every Democrat, and every fucking Republican! All you have done is shown us that the cruelty is the only fucking point you have! Take this train and shove it up your ass!
Okay, my people, again, I know some of us are going to laugh at the first portion of that video. I mean, but he is telling the truth. And one of the things, and this is why he's telling the truth. And guess what? I researched it, and here you go right here. The government is funding a project to put a train on the moon. They call it the lunar train. You can literally look this shit up. They call this the lunar train. And it's with the Department of Weapons. I mean, this is crazy. But this is also the reason why Biden signed into law that military can use lethal force against American citizens, because guess what? That's not going to all be your military. What's going to happen is, I'm being honest with y'all, I fully think this is going to take place. I think something's going to jump off where they're going to force American soldiers, and these are real humans, I mean, human beings without entities inside of them, your babies, your children. Y'all know who I'm talking. Y'all know who fucking lizards and reptilians and shapeshifters are and who ain't. But anyway, I'm talking about regular Sarah, regular Joey, the regular patriot of America that's fighting for their country, right? What I believe that something going to jump off, whether with China and Japan, or it's going to jump off with North Korea and Russia and Ukraine. Something is going to happen. American soldiers, majority of the real people, without the entity inside of them, are going to suit up and go off American soil and go off to fight. And then what's going to happen is they're going to mix what you would call these entities that have suits, that white suits. So you're going to think that's a regular white person, but that's not a regular white person. That is something else underneath that. The regular white person just got shipped off across seas to fight a war. The other people that's going to be in America that's going to be using lethal force against their own people is not you. They're not us, just so that you know. Or let me just say this, they're not you. I don't care about that. My species, we shouldn't even be caring about this shit, because we have nothing to do with this. I told you, let this shit unfold right in front of you and grab your smoothies and chill. Watch this shit unfold. Anyway, but for other races of people, just so you know, they may look like you. The texture of the skin, the hair, the eyes, and all that shit might look like you. This is where the movie Terminator came into play at. But underneath that is not you. They're going to get, something is going to happen where real life humans as we know it, that's not controlled mentally, that doesn't have an entity inside of them, is going to be forced to leave American soil to fight abroad. And then inside of America, we're going to think that these people are real, but they're not. And they're going to be fighting back. Why? Because the American people are going to stand up. They're going to realize, just like he is that this is just a whole entire game. And it's sad to say, and I've said this many a times, but you want to call me racist and you want to call me hatred. The complex cell, white people were created to be pawns. They knew that you had an expiration date. And this is the sad thing also, is that you're not paying attention through your genetics, because you're not 100% of nothing. So what would you break back down to? You're not 100% monkey, fruit fly, zebrafish, worm. You're not 100% of none of that. So what are you going to break down to? A species that can't think for itself and is going to be in a false primitive state of mind, and cannibalism is going to be it's going to be crazy on this planet. And we already see it happening. I don't know how you don't see it. So everybody's geared up and gunned up and ready for looking at them drones and shooting at them drones in the sky. And then your government come out talking about they putting a train on the moon. Are you fucking? You can't make this shit up. Abundance and gratitude to all.